Yes, dear students, listen carefully. What is the first question? The given first question is we have to find out the types of solutions. Already we know that the types of solutions. Let's see list one. In the list one, they gave solid in gas, and list two example we need to find out solid in gas. Okay, solid in gas is an example among that camphor in air. Camphor in air, because the camphor is a solid, the solid is present in air, the air is a gas. So the first one is C. Okay, dear student, the first option means one is related to C. The one is related to C option is present in uh, first option as well as in a second option. Third option is present. Let's go for second one. So solid in solids. Solid in solids is examples amalgams. Okay, is example amalgams. Amalgams examples. What are, dear students? Amalgam examples. Amalgam examples always mercury. Mercury. Sorry, solid in solids examples, not amalgams, dear students. Solid in solids means examples alloys. Alloys. Here the alloy is brass. Brass is an example for copper and zinc. Okay, dear students, brass and bronze, these all are alloys. So the alloys are the solid in solids. Means the second one is A. So the second one is A option is present in first option, but here not present in third. So your answer is first only. So just while seeing that two only if you are solved, then automatically we got answer in that matching type of question. The first one is solid in gas, example camphor in air. Okay, solid in solids examples brass means alloys. Okay, third one is liquid in solid. Liquid in solids examples amalgams, zinc amalgam. Okay, zinc amalgam and copper amalgams. So in that mercury is a liquid metal, so the liquid in solids are examples amalgams. Example one amalgam is zinc amalgam, zinc and Hg. Okay, and liquid in liquids examples alcohols in water. Alcohols are in liquid state and water is also in liquid. That's why liquid solutions example alcohol in water. So the correct option is first option is correct, dear students. Okay, let's go for second question, dear students. What is the given second question? The given second question is the given second question is we have to find out related to molarity concept and neutralization formula question. Let's see, dear students, dichromate ion means potassium dichromate K2Cr2O7. It oxidizes Sn plus 2 into Sn plus 4. Okay, so how much amount of potassium dichromate solution is required when its concentration is 0.5 molar, and it is useful to reduce the, it oxidizes to the Sn plus 2 means 0.5 moles of tin chloride essential to 0.5 moles per liter of SnCl2 chloride solution. Means how much amount of potassium dichromate is required to oxidize 0.5 moles of liter solution of SnCl2. That volume of potassium dichromate we need to observe in the given balanced equation. Let's you have to write, dear students. The balanced chemical equation is Cr2O7 2 minus, it is 1 mole, it oxidizes 3 moles of SnCl2 in acidic medium 14H plus ions, and to produce 2 chromium 3 plus 3 Sn plus 4 plus 7H2O. 7H2O. Okay, dear students, now it is 1 mole. The balanced equation, it is 3 moles. Now we know that the formula is equals to M1V1 by N1 is equals to M2V2 by N2, M2V2 by N2. Okay, dear students, the M1 potassium dichromate concentration they gave 0.5 molar, 0.5 molar, and its volume we need to find out, and number of moles 1 is equals to M2 essential 0.5 moles per liter. 0.5 moles per liter means 0.5 molar only. 0.5 molar into volume is equals to in ml 1000 ml. 1 liter means 1000 ml divided by 3. Then is on simplification, the V1 is equals to 0.5 into 1000 divided by 3 into 0.5. Then 0.5 will cancel. 1000 by 3 is nothing but 333.33 ml solution. So this same problem we can solve in another way also. What is that another way, dear student? The another way is normality into volume is equals to normality into volume of oxidizing agent is equals to normality into volume of reducing agent. Otherwise, number of equivalents of oxidizing agent is equals to number of equivalents of reducing agent in a chemical reaction. By using that method also, that formula also, we can solve this question. Let's see, dear students, second method. For the second question, method 2. Method 2, if you observe that, okay, number of equivalents of oxidizing agent is equals to number of equivalents of reducing agent. Okay, so the number of equivalents formula, what it is, dear students? Normality into volume of oxidizing agent is equals to normality into volume of reducing agent. Normality into volume of reducing agent. So here molarities they gave, that molarity you have to convert it into normality. For example, K2Cr2O7 potassium dichromate N factor is equals to 6. N factor is equals to 6. That's why its normality is equals to molarity into N factor. Molarity, how much they gave, dear student? 0.5 they gave. Then the 0.5 into 6. Okay, then the normality of potassium dichromate we got it. Now here SnCl2 stannous chloride 0.5 moles per liter they gave, its molarity is equals to 0.5, and the N factor of Sn plus 2, here the Sn plus 2 is converted into Sn4 plus, means the N factor is equals to 2. N factor is equals to 2. So SnCl2 N factor is equals to 2, and its normality is equals to molarity into N factor. Okay, dear students, and volume already we know that its volume is equals to volume in liters only we have to take. Number of equivalents means the volume in liters, the number of milli equivalents means volume in ml. Okay, dear students, so the volume in liters, 1 liter solution we need to take. Now the normality 0.5 into 6 into volume of potassium dichromate is equals to 0.5 into 2 into 1. So the V is equals to 0.5, 0.5 will cancel. Then 0.5 will cancel, dear students. Then 2 by 6. The 2 by 6 is nothing but 1 by 3 liters. So 1 by 3 liters is nothing but 1000 divided by 3 ml is nothing but 333.33 ml. So this is the another method for the solving of oxidizing, means neutralization method in terms of normality. Neutralization method in terms of molarity is M1V1 by N1 is equals to M2V2 by N2. In terms of normality is equals to number of equivalents of oxidizing agent is equals to number of equivalents of reducing agent, or number of equivalents of acid is equals to number of equivalents of base. So like that we have to solve in this second method. Okay, however you have to use any method and you can solve. Okay, dear students, let's go for third question, dear students. What is the given third question, dear students? The given third question is, which of the following contains more number of ions per unit volume? Per unit volume means let the volume is equals to 1 liter, means the volume is constant. Then is equals to the volume is equals to 1 liter. Then we have to find out which mixture having more number of ions are present. Let's see, dear students, the first one, 1 molar K2SO4 plus 1 molar HNO3. If you are thinking is nothing but 1 molar per liter is nothing but 1 mole of K2SO4, K2S potassium sulfide, and 1 mole of HNO3 is present. If it is ionized, to gives 2K plus S minus 2 plus H plus NO3 minus. If you are observe the total ions, 2 plus 1 3 and 3 plus 2 5 ions are present in this mixture. At the same way, second option, if you are observe that the second option, 2 molar HCl plus 0.5 molar NH4Cl. Okay, dear student, 0.5 molar NH4Cl. Actually, HCl, it contains 2 ions are present. 2 ions. Then it is also is equals to 2 ions are present, dear students. But 0.5 molar is nothing but half mole, and it is 2 molar means 2 moles. So total 2 into 2 4, and 4 plus 1 is equals to 5 ions are present. Just shortcut I am solving. Let's see that third one option, dear students. What is the third option? The third option, if you observe that 2 molar K2S and 2 molar H2S K2SO4, 2 molar K2S plus 2 molar potassium sulfate K2SO4. So 2 molar means 2 moles. 2 into K2SO4 contains 2K plus S minus 2 means total 3 ions are present, and this is also 2 into 2K plus SO4 2 minus means this is also 3 ions are present. 3 to the 6 plus 6 12 ions are present. Okay, dear students, which of the following mixture having more number of ions are present? So the answer is third option. Third option is correct. And the same way, second option, if you are fourth option, if you are solved that, fourth option means 2 molar K2SO4 plus 2 molar NH4Cl. Means it indicates the 2 moles. Total 2 plus 1 3 ions are present, and here this is 2 ions are present. Means 2 3s are 6 plus 4 is equals to 10 ions are present in the fourth option. So the highest number of ions containing the mixture is 2 molar K2SO4 plus 2 molar K2S mixture having more number of ions present per unit volume. Okay, dear students, let's go for fourth question, dear students. What is the given fourth question? The given fourth question, if you observe that, the fourth question is the volume of water required to convert 100 ml of 0.1 molar K2Cr2O7 into 0.1 normal. Means you want to dilute, means potassium dichromate. In terms of dilution formula, we need to use, dear students. So K2Cr2O7 potassium dichromate in acidic medium, it is converted into 2 chromium 3 plus ions. Okay, dear students, its N factor is equals to 6. Its N factor is equals to 6 because that change in the oxidation state is converted into plus 12 is there, and it is a 6 is present. The difference is 12 minus 6 is equals to 6. That's its N factor is of potassium dichromate is always 6. So here the molarity 0.1 molar K2Cr2O7 normality is equals to molarity into N factor. Molarity into N factor. That's why the molarity is 0.1 into 6 is nothing but 0.6 normal. Okay, dear students, the N1 is equals to 0.6 normal, and V1 is equals to 100 ml. The V1 is equals to 100 ml. Then N2 is equals to 0.1 normal, and V2 we need to find out. After that, how much amount of water is required for the dilution. So the volume of water required to convert 100 ml of 0.1 molar potassium dichromate into 0.1 normal during this electrolysis process there are. So after that, how much amount of water added is equals to V2 minus V1. So first we have to find out V2, then added water is nothing but V2 minus V1. So the dilution formula N1 V1 is equals to N2 V2. The dilution formula we got it. Now the N1 is 0.6 into V1 100. Okay, dear students, is equals to N2 0.1 into V2. Okay, dear students, now is nothing but the V2 is equals to V2 is equals to 0.6 into 100 divided by 0.1 is nothing but 600 ml of water. We got it. Okay, 600 ml of water. Therefore, added water is equals to V2 minus V1 is equals to 600 minus 100 is equals to 500 ml. Okay, is equals to 500 ml. So the answer is second option is correct. Okay, dear students. So just you have to imagine that. So potassium dichromate initial concentration is 0.1 molar 100 ml solution is there. They are converted into 0.1 normal. Then how much amount of water we need to add? So first you have to find out the final volume. Later that final how much amount of water we are added means the final volume of the solution minus initial volume, then is equals to added water will come. So the added water is equals to 500 ml. Okay, dear students, let's go for fifth question, dear students. What is the given fifth question? The given fifth question is CH3CN methyl cyanide is on hydrolysis, is on complete hydrolysis producing X plus ammonia. The X is equals to acetic acid. CH3COH, its gram molecular weight of acetic acid is equals to 60 ma, just you have to remember, and the byproduct is ammonia. Okay, now the density of 2 molar solution, its concentrate, its molarity is equals to 2 molar. Acetic acid molarity is equals to 2 molar, and density of the solution is equals to 1.017 gram per ml. What we have to find out? We have to find out molality. So the molality of acetic acid solution is the molality of acetic acid solution they are asking. So the molality of acetic acid solution, the molality is equals to, what is the given formula, dear students? Molality formula. The molality formula already we know that the relation between molarity and molality, because molarity they gave, that we have to convert into molality, and density of the solution they gave. So in that case, 1000 into molarity divided by 1000 into density of the solution minus of gram molecular weight of solute into molarity. Okay, dear students, now 1000 into molarity is equals to 2 divided by 1000 into density 1.017. Just you both multiply, then that value have to subtract from gram molecular weight of acetic acid is equals to 60 and molarity is equals to 2. Okay, dear students, now 1000 into 2 divided by, you will get, so is on simplification 2000 divided by, this is nothing but 1017 minus 60 into 2 is nothing but 120, is on simplification 2000 divided by 897, then we'll get 2.229 molar. 2.229 molar. 2.229 means is approximately 2.23. 2.23 option where it is present, dear students, nearer value is third option. Third option is correct. Okay, so this is about molarity and density of the solution they gave, and we are converted into molality. We are converted into molality. The relation is 1000 into molarity of the solution divided by 1000 into density of the solution minus of gram molecular weight of solute into molarity. Okay, then we will get molality formula, molality value. Okay, dear students, let's go for next question. The sixth question is, the given sixth question is, so here 100 ml 0.2 molar NaOH is exactly neutralized by the mixture. Which of the following mixture they are asked? So this question will solve in terms of normality. For neutralization, normality of acid into volume of acid is equals to normality of base into volume of base. Okay, dear students, first the given base NaOH molarity is equals to, because its n factor is equals to 1, NaOH n factor is equals to 1, molarity is equals to normality is equals to 0.2 normal, 0.2, and the volume of acid, volume of base Vb is equals to 100 again. Okay, now normality of base into volume of base value, just I will calculate, that is 0.2 into 100 is equals to 20. Okay, among the following which value is equals to 20? That is our answer. Okay, dear students, let you have to check that first option. The first option, if you observe that 100 ml 0.1 molar HCl. Okay, so the volume of acid is equals to 100 ml. Another, here the mixture is present, dear students. So the mixture of acids are present. That is also both HCl and H2SO4. So its n factor is equals to normality HCl n factor is equals to 1. That's why molarity is equals to normality is equals to 0.1, and volume of HCl is equals to 100 ml. Okay, and H2SO4, this H2SO4 n factor is equals to 2. That's why for H2SO4 molarity is equals to normality is equals to concentration, molarity into n factor 0.1 into 2 is nothing but 0.2, and the volume of H2SO4 is equals to 100 ml, is equals to 100 ml. Now the resultant normality resultant normality of acid into volume of acid is equals to N1 V1 plus N2 V2 by V1 plus V2. Means N1 is nothing but 0.1 into 100 plus 0.2 into 100 divided by volume of HCl plus volume of H2SO4, 100 plus 100. Then the total volume of the acid is equals to 100 plus 100. Then this 100 and 100 denominator and numerator will cancel, dear students. Now just you have to multiply 0.1 into 100 is nothing but 10 plus 0.2 into 100 is nothing but 20. So the resultant value is 30 will get. So the first option is not matching. Let's see in the second option, dear students. The second option is whether matching or not. The second option, they gave 100 ml of 0.1 molar HCl and 50 ml of 0.1 molar H2SO4 they gave. So let's see that the resultant, N resultant, directly I am writing N resultant acid resultant normality into volume, total volume of the mixture is equals to normality, because HCl molarity is equals to normality, then 0.1 into 100 plus H2SO4 molarity is equals 0.1 they gave, then the normality is equals to 0.1 into 2, then it is equals to 0.2, 0.2 into 50, 0.2 into 50 divided by 100 plus 50. Okay, dear student, then the resultant normality we got it, and the total volume of the mixture is equals to 100 plus 50. Then this 100, 150, 150 will cancel. 0.1 into 100 is nothing but 10, and 0.2 into 50 is also is nothing but 10. Then it is equals to 20 we got. So the answer is a second option. In the same way, third option and fourth options also let you have to check, and you have to calculate normality, resultant normality of acid mixture and its volume. You have to multiply. That value is not equal to 20, whether it is less than 20 or more than 20 will get. Okay, dear students, so the exactly 100 ml of 0.2 molar NaOH will be exactly neutralized by using 100 ml 0.1 molar HCl plus 50 ml 0.1 molar H2SO4 is required. Okay, dear students, let's go for seventh question, dear students. What is the given seventh question, dear students? The given seventh question is, find out the volume of 0.1 molar potassium dichromate solution required to oxidize 20 ml 0.6 molar ferrous sulfate in acidic medium they asked. Okay, first you have to write the balanced equation, dear students. Already this model question, second one we did, means it is a neutralization formula only. You can solve this question in method terms of M1V1 by N1 is equals to M2V2 by N2, or otherwise number of equivalents of oxidizing agent is equals to number of equivalents of reducing agent. So potassium dichromate ionic formula is equals to Cr2O7 2 minus, and in ferrous sulfate ionic formula is equals to Fe plus 2. Okay, dear students, now the potassium dichromate in acidic medium is converted into chromium 3 plus, and ferrous sulfate is converted into ferric sulfate. Then the iron oxidation state is plus 3. Let you have to count that difference in their oxidation states. Then here 12 will comes, and here 6, and here 2, and here 3. Then the difference is 12 minus 6 is equals to 6, and here the difference is 3 minus 2 is equals to 1. So this equation for balancing of oxidation states, you have to multiply it with 6, and this you have to multiply it with 1. Then we'll get a skeleton balanced equation. That is Cr2O7 2 minus plus 6 Fe plus 2 is converted into 2 Cr3 plus 6 Fe plus 3. Okay, dear students, now it is 1 mole. This is 1 mole, and this is 6 moles of ferrous sulfate. Okay, 6 moles we are using. Now its concentration they gave 0.1 molar, and ferrous sulfate concentration they gave 0.6 molar, and volume is also 20 ml they gave 20 ml volume. Then the resultant formula is equals to M1V1 by N1 is equals to M2V2 by N2. Okay, dear students, let you have to substitute. M1 is equals to 0.1, and V1 we need to find out, divided by N1 is equals to 1, and M2 is equals to 0.6 in the volume is equals to 20 divided by N2, number of moles of ferrous sulfate is equals to 6. Then if you are simplified that, V1 is equals to 0.6 into 20 divided by 6 into 0.1. Okay, dear students, now it will cancel, then it is equals to 20 ml will comes. So the resultant volume, how much volume of potassium dichromate is required, dear students? 20 ml is required. Second option is correct. Okay, dear students, let's go for 8th question, dear students. The 8th question is, the volume of 0.25 molar H2SO4 required for the complete neutralization of 25 ml 0.03 molar calcium hydroxide solution. Means this is also same. 7th and 8th questions are in the same model. Okay, dear students, H2SO4 is a acid and calcium hydroxide is a base. They react with each other to form calcium sulfate plus 2H2O. And in the stoichiometric balanced equation, 1 mole of H2SO4 and 1 mole of calcium hydroxide we are used. And H2SO4 concentration they gave 0.025 molar, and its volume we need to find out. Okay, dear students, volume of H2SO4. And calcium hydroxide concentration they gave 0.03 molar, and its volume is equals to 25 ml they gave. Okay, dear students, now the formula is equals to M1V1 by N1 is equals to M2V2 by N2. So M1 is equals to 0.025 into V divided by 1 is equals to 0.03. The concentration is 0.03 into volume is equals to 25 divided by 1. Then the V is equals to 0.03 into 25 divided by 0.025. 0.025. Okay, is on simplification will get 30 ml. Okay, 30 ml of H2SO4 is required. So if it is 30 ml, then it will be exactly neutralized. Then the resultant pH value is 7. So the answer is second option. Okay, dear students, let's go for 9th question, dear students. Okay, 9th question. 50 ml of 0.5 molar NaCl and 50 ml 0.1 molar BaCl2 are mixed. Then the resultant molarity of chloride ions, molarity they are asking. Okay, dear student, let's see how to solve. First you write that first one, 50 ml of 0.1 molar NaCl. So that NaCl in which the concentration it will be ionized to give Na plus plus Cl minus. Its concentration is equals to 0.1 molar. Okay, and the volume is equals to 50 only. Now the second one, another mixture is barium chloride, BaCl2. The BaCl2 concentration they gave 0.1 molar, and it is also 50 ml. Now it will be ionized to gives Ba plus 2 chloride ions. Now here its concentration, barium plus ions concentration is 0.1 molar, and the chloride ions concentration 2 into 0.1 molar is nothing but 0.2 molar, and the volume is equals to 50 ml. So the concentration of chloride ions is equals to M1V1 plus M2V2 divided by V1 plus V2. Then M1 is equals to 0.1 and its volume is equals to 50 plus M2 is equals to 0.2 and its volume is equals to 50 divided by 50 plus 50 is equals to 100 will get. Okay. So let's see that. Then is on simplification will get 5 plus 10 divided by 100. Then 15 by 100 is nothing but 0.15 molar concentration. 0.15. So the answer is, 9th question answer is third option is correct, 0.15. So you don't confuse, dear students. NaCl, only one chloride ion is present, that's why the one chloride ion is 0.1 molar only. But barium chloride, actually BaCl2 compound concentration is 0.1, but is due to its ionization it producing 2 chloride ions. Total 2 chloride ions concentration is equals to 2 into 0.1. Then it is equals to 0.2, but volume is 50 ml only. Then the resultant concentration of chloride ions is equals to the first solution chloride ions concentration and its volume plus second solution, chloride ions concentration and its volume divided by total volume, then the resultant chloride ions concentration we got it. Okay, dear students, let's go for 10th question, dear students. What is the 10th question, dear students? The 10th question, calcium chloride CaCl2 is 0.5 mole per liter is present. Then how many moles of chloride ions present in 500 ml, they ask. So 0.5 moles means per liter means 0.5 molar is present. Okay, then the chloride ions, number of chloride ions is equals to 2 into 0.5 is nothing but 1 mole. Okay, 1 mole of chloride ions are present. 1 mole chloride ions in 1 liter. Then in 500 ml, how many chloride ions are present? 500 ml means half